as the first pick, they want to take the joy as well. So there must be one hero that needs to be, abandoned or maybe left out from the betting here.
Well, we'll see first, right? Because yesterday we did from Argentina, where they missed one ban in the first phase against Indonesia. Hopefully that doesn't happen again here for Argentina. Again, up against Philippines, who will just ban out that joy, like we mentioned. It is just the standard ban so far. The Benedetta is down to word 0 or Dapadown in Team Philippines. But no, we're going to see the Farsa ban as well. So again, two respect heroes, two respect ban over words Philippines. We're seeing the Farsa ban, also the Benedetta ban. And now let's take a look again at Team Philippines. What are they going to ban over towards Argentina? Joy firstly, and the second ban to come here. It should be, again, just the Prio heroes coming in, the Wanwan, the Kaja, and it will be the Kaja for Philippines right now up against Argentina. And we're going to take a look at who is going again. It does seem like so far in this tournament for Team are they really going for these team fight compositions with a lot of AoE damage and a lot of AoE engages. We saw the Atlas was a favor for Argentina. If they do want to go for the Atlas again, they need to set it up from the drafts here by banning out a Diggy, by banning out a hero that can really stop that Atlas from doing whatever he pleases.
Yes, there's no Benedetta. The joy, of course, needs to be here from the game. And Kaja. So it will left Valentina, Leo Mortis, and also Wanwan. Wanwan.
It's been left open so far.
So it will be another contest for Martis and Omar, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because Philippines, I don't will take the risk to just not let 1-1 out in the hand of Argentina.
Maybe, right? Maybe they no. Looking at it again, Philippines, they really on the Matilda, a lot of the grouping up the heroes that group up together. So up against the Wanwan, it's actually not that bad. For Philippines, it feels like it'll be just better to ban that Wanwan. A bit too much lane pressure, a bit kill pressure as well in these team fights for that one. We might just see happen here. For the respect ban towards Jotun instead on that Hayabusa.
Wow.
We saw the Hayabusa up against Slovenia and Indonesia. Even though they lost up against Indonesia, that Hayabusa gave a few problems over to Indonesia. Now it is who's going to go for the first in-series game. Alucard over by Argentina. It's going to happen. Usually really to prioritize the Atlas or the heroes early on.
Okay, so they are more into the such as maybe the knock or maybe it's a stun, but the Alucard, I think they are still, trying to discuss that maybe the 1-1 open, it's their option. First pick, meanwhile, it's gonna be D.
Which is a counter towards that Wanwan, right? So basically what Argentina are saying is, we're picking up the counter towards Wanwan. You're free to pick that Wanwan. You're free to pick these crazy CC heroes because we've opted to go for the Diggy here that can really null all that. And Philippines now, they have a chance on. What are they going to go? Still going to try to force that Wanwan, or will they go for the standard draft we've seen them, right? We've seen in the first phase that really like or the Beatrix.
Yeah. For Zoriano, right? So is he gonna be Beatrix? But maybe the Beatrix will go in there because they will play this Fredrin and leave the high ground over Philippines. Don't know when, or might be just more comfortable with her Beatrix.
We haven't seen him play many times, a lot of different heroes. We haven't really seen a lot of his Wanwan, right? Obviously, we did see some of his Wanwan in MPL Philippines, but still just a hero that we usually see. Now Argentina still that he can't play that Wanwan. Pick it up here with the as well. If he's safer choice up against the Eve, up against this Fredrin, I do use Zong an option for Argentina. 1-1 for the Fanny instead, and the 1-1 mode in. They might get that threat onto the presence from Philippines. Exactly what they are with the Fanny.
Yeah, and I think next time over here, maybe it's gonna be front, just in case the Cabo is going towards into the backline, trying to target this at the first start of Argentina. And it's gonna be mom shoot. I think it's interesting because I'm waiting for it, and there you go. Oh my god! Please. Oh.
It's the Estes, alright. It's the Estes for the signature for this team. How this plays out, the Estes. We haven't seen Estes at all this tournament, so this is the debut. This is the first Estes in IESF.
The first in shadow pick. Only the shadow pick, right? That she changed it to the metal. They're not mistaken. Then the Estes comes in the of F here. Let's see, is it gonna be tricks or who could lean Philippines? Yuzong. A massive damage coming from Argentina towards the backline of Philippines. We're gonna be if there's no Beatrix. Oh, so respect from Argentina. Soriano.
Yeah, it's very respect, man, from Argentina. So far, look at the bands. It does feel like every single band is respect, right? Respect band. So here to the Beatrix. Sure, the Valentina is the Prio band, but everything's just been respect team Philippines. It's also respecting Argentina going Zong band. We saw that Zong recreated problems for Philippines. The first for them. Now this second phase, the final band from what's it gonna? It's gonna be a lane band, and it is. Hinting at the fact that maybe Phil want to this Frederick and the XP lane and not put it in the jungle, or it could actually just pick something else for Edward, for Dapadap. Esmeralda is still up the Uranus as well. You haven't really seen a whole lot of Esmeralda and Uranus in INL.
Okay.
Oh, they go for the
yeah. Oh, for Dapadap. Right. I think it's not gonna be Nana, but if they want one minute can hold that definition from with Fredrin and also Paquito, Lilia could be the option.
Yeah, could be a solid. Honestly, I feel like the Nana pick here if they actually go for it, right? Because it provides a lot of good utility, and guess what? Want to stay clumped up against that Nana, the old repunish you. They are also hovering over Hylos, which is getting picked up. Could be up because the choice up against this grouped up comp. The Hylos definitely adds more on top of the Diggy, right? So the glory is combined with the time journey out and to disengage, and sometimes even to engage on the Philippines.
Okay, it's because Argentina, I just feel that they know what they have to do if shit is coming from, right? They want to run very fast. It's funny going into still Cabo, the cutthroat, and also the buff wave from Carita Max. I think will be in a lot of danger. And it's gonna be either Fredrin Jungle, or I think it's the Paquito into the lane, and maybe another irritable Soriano.
There you go, another hero that we know. It's a whole lot of comfort on with the on a pick in the East. Even the here for Dao signature Fredrin for Del Rosario.
Jungler. So because the Paquito will go into the X lane, and it's gonna be another Irritel for Soriano.
There you go, another hero that we know Soriano finds a whole lot of comfort on, that Irithel, and Imam as well on a signature pick in the Eve, the Estes. Even the Paquito here for Dapadab, all signature picks. Just a Fredrin for Del Rosario is the hero that, again, isn't really his pocket pick, but for Del Rosario, he's played so many different heroes, the Valentina jungle, the Guinevere jungle. We even saw him play the Granger jungle yesterday up against Slovenia. So we'll see if both teams can make it here, but Momo-chan, I do want to ask you for a quick prediction based on the drafts here in game number 1 for Philippines and for Argentina.
If you take a look from the draft, Argentina, they are look very, very strong, but I think as long as the E from Philippines can hold the position very well, I think it's still fine for Philippines.
Let's see if your prediction goes the right way as Argentina and Philippines head towards the land of dawn. We shall join them early on. Again, you can already see for Philippines, they're starting on the orange buff. Meanwhile, Argentina starting on the purple buff on that Fanny. We'll see how both of these junglers choose an opposite path in this game, because with the Fanny, you want to be a bit more aggressive early on, and that's exactly what they're going for already.
Meanwhile, Soriano with his Irritel needs more time to get his item. Meanwhile, Philona with the babysit trying to be the first target here, and it's gonna be the first blood in the hand of Sif.
Wow, first blood over already. So early on, and again, like you mentioned, it's on the hands of Civ, this Wanwan, the hero that you don't want to scale up, especially when you've already picked up a counter hero in that lane. Villa Luna falling very early on, and this is a good start for Team Argentina. This can actually be the early game controlled by Argentina. It's going to be very tough for Philippines to actually look to roam across the map because of this Kadira and the Fanny with so much kill pressure on their hands.
Yeah, I think from Philippines draft, it's more into the mid inside the late game here, so they have to make a lot of space, especially for Soriano. And the babysit from Luna moved into the mid lane here, so Soriano needs to play a little bit passive, especially he has a 1v1 situation with Sif that actually it's easy for him to actually open that weakness point here.
Well, in the XP lane, you can already see the movements here from Imam, trying to look for a gank or a trade on the board, just setting up for that turtle take as well, as he just helps Dapadap to clear out the waves. Topside pressure has been taken by Philippines as Villa Luna is caught all alone in the mid lane. Del Rosario picks up the turtle and they're rotating over to that mid lane, but it does seem like Argentina will just choose to back off.
Yeah, and now Argentina, they seems hold a little bit, maybe not as aggressive as before, because he knows that Vilna now is trying to cover that mid lane here. Meanwhile, Soriano needs to get more information towards the positioning from Philippines, because he almost can get banged like this.
Jolton instantly with the cables, able to find a kill onto Soriano in the worst possible time, because look, the wave was just shoved in by Civ, and it does seem like Soriano will miss out on that entire wave, not getting the gold buff, not getting the gold minion. As Argentina are still leading in kills, Philippines still ahead in gold though because of that neutral objective control. Erwin though jumps in with the Petrify, gets the rough waves as well as Dapadab jumps in with a knockout strike, trying to get a cheeky little pick off onto Erwin to punish him down. But it does mean that Argentina will have Papadog free hit into that gold turret up top.
Okay, meanwhile, in the gold lane, Soriano trying to giving some pressure here with the bulk damage towards Steve, but there's gonna be an assassin coming with a heal, and Jotun tries so hard to take down the Soriano, but Soriano is still able to stay alive and still survive with only 2 members very, very low in the bottom lane here. Argentina, they have to let go the gold turrets in the bottom lane.
And it's a good follow-up from the rest of the Filipino team here. From Del Rosario already getting a very good position, but Erwin jumps in with the oddity over under the tier 1. Now it's going to be a lot of damage placed onto him, forcing him to use the rough waves defensively. But it is still Philippines who are holding, grasping onto that gold lead with the objectives.
Phil Luna really need to make his rotation here because Soriano actually aware that Argentina likes to at least get some pick off towards his lane, right? So Soriano, if he died so many times, I think it's gonna be a dangerous stuff for Philippines. Meanwhile, there's gonna be an ultimate comes from Papa Doc here. Meanwhile, it's gonna be a real world manipulation pops up from Imam. But I think there's no any team fight happens since the turtle is already being secured by Philippines.
No further follow-up. Erwin trying his best to look to get that kill onto Villaluna once again. He was able to find that kill early on with his Petrify supporting Civ. But here it is still the same story. Argentina with a bit better aggression early on, but it's still Philippines were slowly but surely building up that gold lead with the neutral objective control and just the objective control in general. Dapadap has just been focusing down on clearing those waves to enable his team to make more plays on the map. Meanwhile, Erwin, again, can't really do much here by rotating towards that gold lane at this stage because of Villaluna's healing coming in from that Estes. The kill pressure, slowly but surely, will be a bit, tamed down by Philippines, actually, now that I think about it. As Jotun is going to have a tough time in his orange buff. In his purple buff, it's going to be him still finding that purple buff, though, with the Retribution. The Petrify as well, connecting onto Del Rosario, who's going to be taken down. The purple buff not on Jotun's hands, so it's actually stolen away with real-world manipulation now popped in. It is going to be Dapadap who looks for it, but Soriano gets killed in that gold lane. A 1v1. It's a 1-for-1. But it ends up being worth it to Argentina, kill-wise, 2-1 in the end.
Oh my goodness, that slow effect comes from Villaluna, the domain of Moon Goddess. 90% slow effect. It makes all the people, all the players from Argentina cannot do much inside the circle of the skill here. And meanwhile, Jotun with the steel cable a little bit here, and it's gonna be a punishment coming from Del Rosario because he cannot connect that steel cable just now.
Ooh, a mistake from Jotun there will lead to the third turtle being controlled by Blacklist International's roster here. Again, they're already starting to nail it down with the ultimate bonding experience. Philippines, though, again, with that Estes, are able to sustain back up as Erwin's forced to back off as well with the oddity, using it defensively to get out of that real-world manipulation. It is Team Philippines who secures the turtle. 3 turtles in this game so far, all towards Philippines.
Yep, 2k gold lead for Philippines right now, and Rosario maybe seems needs some items still for the defense item here. But meanwhile, the target from Philippines, they want to take the mid-turret as soon as possible. The glorious pathway has been popped up from Papa Doc, and as we can see, that actually Soriano now they are trying. Oh, the Petrify connects to 2 members, and Papa Doc really still in the good position here. Meanwhile, Soriano is still able to survive as well because there's some healing that comes from Villaluna.
Oh my god, look at the damage coming in as Jotun jumps in with the cables there, followed up. Meteoro finds the kill with the alarm bomb, and it is another worth trade for Argentina in terms of kills. Philippines so far aren't really trading these kills properly, but they are trading the kills over for objectives. That tier 1 did fall before the fight, and you can see here in the replay as to what exactly happened with Philippines clumping up together with that Estes and with the ultimate bonding experience strategy that they really like to use. It's being punished by so much AoE damage from Argentina.
Yeah, and even the burst damage coming from this Kadita Erwin is gonna be a huge problem for Philippines, I think, because the Ocean of Oddity and another combo with the Rope Wave make at least Villaluna almost get shut down by this guy.
Almost.
But
again, still is able to heal back up on that Estes. It's all still chill for Villaluna. And for Philippines, they're taking it slow. They're not really going to go for these crazy team fights again. They're just going to use their pressure and their gold lead to threaten that tier 2 take up in the top side. And now it is going to be Papa Dog who's trying his best to defend it, but it is the tier 2 taken down. Glorious Pathway defensively popped in for Papa Dog, and it's trade from Argentina over in the gold lane, picking up a tier 1.
And meanwhile, Argentina finally succeeds to get the bottom turret here, and gold, I think, still leaded by Philippines here. But meanwhile, I've seen some player from Philippines quite struggle here.
Yeah. We'll see here with the purple buff stolen away again by Del Rosario. Johnson's gonna have a tough time. We've already seen that in this game. He's had a tough times with the cables, even with the purple buff, and now without the purple buff. This is where Philippines can really start punishing Argentina. Take a look at the items here. You can already see the DHS and the DHS and the corrosion signs built up already. Yeah. And he's already opting to go for the wind of nature. So that's going to be a lot of defense for the Wanwan to play with.
I think for Philippines, I think it's all about the position, you know. Luna needs to have a good position here to keep healing all of the players from Philippines, right? Soriano cannot be caught as well. So there's no time for Philippines to give a space for Sif to open the weakness point because they don't have any counter. They don't have Lolita. They don't have that Guardian Bulwark can hold the damage coming from Sif. Once the crossbow of Tank pop up from Sif, if Luna is not able to heal the member from Philippines, I think it's gonna be a hard situation for Philippines.
20,000 HP on that Lord. Del Rosario still playing around Lord. This Lord dance from Philippines is what we've come to know from this team. But it does seem like Argentina found the Lord now, bringing it back to reset it. But Meteoro is still holding it. Both teams still holding it on to 7,000 HP. That's going to be the engage from Erwin right now. The Retribution battle will be won by Jotun. The crossbow tang on towards Del Rosario will be able to pick him down. Argentina backing up. Papadal losing a whole lot of HP, but look at Soriano, who's able to do this shot. So much damage, but will fall to the hands of Jotun in the end. Erwin caught in the midst of it all, going to be punched to death, knocked out by Dapadap. It's a 2 for 2, but the Lord went over to Argentina.
Oh my god, 2 for 3. Meanwhile, Philippines, they lost their Lord here. Jotun tried to get the purple buff here. Meanwhile, Dapadap still able to push him back away. Let's take a look for the replay here. Actually, when the glorious pathway being popped up, Jotun finally come in the perfect timing with the cable here and also the Katrat with the retribution. One railway manipulation maybe cannot hold up all the people from Argentina, but the thing is, Soriano, he left behind. So there's some two team fight here actually for Philippines, and it makes Luna maybe a little bit hard. Who he has need to choose to be here, right? Is it gonna be the Imam or is it gonna be Soriano? That needs a lot help from Luna with the heal.
Now it's getting to a point where it's very scary for Philippines. The gold lead has been lost. The gold lead that they've been building through the objective takes. And even there, you can see the orange buff was actually stolen away by Erwin with the breath of the ocean. Del Rosario with no buffs this time around. Argentina are giving Del Rosario a taste of his own medicine as he's been the one stealing away the buffs from Argentina. 12th minute in this game. 34,000 gold for Argentina. That's just a little bit gold more than Philippines. But again, the later the game goes, I do want to ask you this question, Momo-chan. Who do you think has the upper edge later on?
Going into the late game, I think Philippines has a lot of advantage here. They have this Irrital, right? With the healing as well.
Erwin, my goodness!
Oh
the ocean fight Soriano with the flanks! And it happens again to Philippines! The flanking pressure from Argentina. It's Meteoro traded in, but it's a roamer for the gold lane, Momo-chan.
This is what I talked about before. The positioning is very, very important for Philippines, right? Soriano, especially, he cannot get caught. And it happened just now. Once you ask me who has the advantage into the late game, actually Philippines has it. But the problem is they have to see their positioning here. They have really in a good position, especially Luna and also Soriano. The problem is they have to let Del Rosario become the front laner and Dapadap maybe. So just let Dapadap and Del Rosario tank all of the damage from Argentina, and Soriano need to be in a perfect position to just spam all the basic attack from Irrital.
You can see the flanks and just these crazy engages from behind for Team Philippines have been their nightmare, right? It happened against Indonesia with Psychots. Now Jotun jumps in onto 3 members here with a glorious pathway as well. Jotun still able to get out as Papadal jumps in. Erwin not able to find anyone right now, but a crossbow tang is going to be ready for Civ. Doesn't quite get the weakness points necessary to look for it. Dapadap now jumping forward. That's going to be Erwin once again with the damage onto Luna and Dapadap. Now going to be traded back in. Erwin falling in the skirmish. Meteoro pops that time journey, but it's not going to be enough. It's a 1-0 as Philippines were able to outlast Argentina.
And now it's gonna be 4 versus 5 situation. Meanwhile, Lord now is already popped up in the minute number 14, and Todak trying to get some information, trying to open all of the bush here. The slow effect coming from domain of Moongaras from Philaluna, trying to stop that Papadok. Meanwhile, Jotun is already being shown up in the mid.
One more weakness point there, but look at Jotun who dives in onto 5 members. The real world manipulation on him as well. Jotun's going to be taken down. Lord wide open for the taking for Philippines, and they get it right now as Dapadab knocks Papadog up for the taking. It is Argentina who are now caught walking back on the back foot. Philippines looking to use this lead, but they need to be careful of Erwin in the bush. Read out perfectly by Dapadab.
And now they are focusing to get more targets objective here. Meanwhile, the Lord hasn't shown up yet, and I think it's gonna be the top lane for the Lord way. And the Philippines, they want to play a little bit disciplined here. They don't wanna, they don't wanna rush things up. They wanna wait for the Lord until it shows up going into the top lane for Argentina as well.
We do have a technical pause, so please do be patient with us right now as we resolve that issue. Still don't know which side it was initiated from, whether it's from the Philippines or Argentina, but we will try to resolve this as fast as possible. Again, fair play is our #1 priority here in IESF for the 14th World Esports Championship. So please do be patient with us as we dissect the game here on the Caster Desk.
Yes. Oh my God. Like we said it earlier, like we discussed about this Kadita presence, it's even scarier for all of the backline from Philippines, right? Philaluna or maybe Imam with the Eve here. So it's gonna be another homework for Philippines. I know how the feeling when you know that actually your backline is not as safe as what you think, right? Especially for Del Rosario and also the Padap. They have to become the frontliner and also become a cover for the mid lane here. So it's not an easy task as well for the Philippines. They have to make, or they have to engage the team fight here carefully. They cannot make maybe I can say a minor mistake, because Argentina, they still have a chance to turn back the table.
You're right. It's just super tough now for Argentina, because you mentioned that when we're talking about that scaling towards that late game, it'll definitely favor the side of Philippines. You can see with the Yves and obviously that Irithel on the hands of Soriano with the items now bought. Villaluna with a very good buy there with Winner's Truncheon is going to have a little bit more to say when he gets dove on. Papadog and the rest of Argentina now trying to defend in their base. Base tournament's going to be targeted down in the mid lane and that top lane as that's a Lord marching down, getting a whole lot of damage onto that Lord, onto that base turret, forcing the time journey from Argentina as they look just to defend. They do not want to go for any team fights now. It's a bit too coin flippy inside of their base. So Philippines will just have a lot to say in the siege right now.
And the Parrot trying to do some split push in the mid lane just now, but Papadok still able to hold it up a little bit here, so there's no mid turrets down from Argentina. Meanwhile, there's gonna be another split coming from the bottom lane here. Meanwhile, Aaron stuck in the front, and he has to use that roll face to run away from 5 members from Philippines.
Soriano does so much damage. Look at that over to Johnson. My goodness. The damage from Soriano is absolutely disgusting as he steals that orange buff away. And this is what Philippines like to do. Once they get that goal lead, they just hold on to it and they use it very efficiently, backing up and not really going for anything too crazy. Disciplined playstyle from Philippines as they just wait for the next neutral objective to spawn, which is going to be that enhanced Lord in the 20 seconds actually.
And now I think Argentina, they are trying to find some skirmish or team fight here.
It's going to be a stun for the side of Argentina towards Dapada, but he actually gets out now. But look at Erwin who jumps in, but he's going to be knocked back up by the knockout strike from Dapada. Jotun looking to buy some time right now as he dashes all the way across to the other side. Going to be spotted back in. Cable management on point for Jotun to get out. But it's a 1-0 over the Philippines as they look for this enhanced Lord. And with the damage placed onto Jotun, it does feel like Philippines will be able to secure this without any contest from Argentina.
I think it's gonna be a disaster if Argentina forced to contest this Lord, and obviously it's gonna be a Philippines take down the Lord. Meanwhile, Aryan tried to find sneaky peeky, got someone in the backline, and now Papadog stuck the inside. The remote manipulation has been popped up by Imam, but he still had the glorious pathway to run away.
Oof. Backing up here, Argentina looking to play. What? Jotun tries his best to look for that cheeky little pickoff onto Soriano, and he almost succeeded in doing so. A good reaction time there displayed by Villaluna as he was able to heal Soriano right in time. But now with the Enhanced Lord in that top lane, it does feel like, again, Philippines are mounting up to a siege in the mid lane. Bottom side going to be targeted as well by Dapadop. Enhanced Lord micromanaged by Argentina. But for Philippines, they're waiting. They're using that Enhanced Lord up top to create a distraction for this mid lane. Base turret number 2 falling in this mid lane, and Philippines, again, just playing it disciplined. No need, it's not necessary for them to look for any crazy team fights at this point. They have a solid gold lead, and they don't need to give Argentina the opportunity to coin flip back to that lead.
Or maybe they have to wait until the third Lord, maybe a fourth Lord here for the Philippines. Meanwhile, Argentina still trying to find someone that can be knocked down here. There's gonna be a rough F coming from Erwin, but Philippines still, they are trying to force back, they are trying to fight back here. And look at the damage coming from Del Rosario with the stun as well. And Papadog is gonna be the one who got shut down in the jungle.
You can see the top side though, Jotun was in that top lane getting the turrets down. As this is going to be Philippines who are able to punish Papadog, and Argentina. Meteoro going to be targeted down right now as that's going to be saved. Looking for the crossbow attack, but will not be able to find the weakness points. Jotun just jumping in to cancel, to threaten Imam, to stop that real world manipulation. As Siv tries his best to jump around right now. Jotun coming back in onto Imam, not able to find it right now. Jotun gets back out. Erwin looking for the engage, gets the Breath of the Ocean, but he did not get that petrified down when he jumped in. Was not in range. Now it's going to be Philippines who are walking back as Argentina are able to defend once again. 20 minutes in.
Wow, I think Philippines really need this Lord though. They cannot go inside the base of Argentina very easy because the high ground defensive that Argentina has. It's not easy for Philippines to just bang into the base of Argentina.
You can see right now that even though it's still Philippines who are holding that gold lead, the later the game goes, the harder it's going to be for Argentina. And the later the game goes, the items and the gold lead won't really be relevant at all. Philippines now, again, just trying to set that up, that evolved Lord. And you can see the response from Argentina as they try to micromanage the waves, which they're going to have to be constantly doing around. Because all the base turrets have been taken down. Those are super minions that are constantly slow pushing to Argentina's base.
Agree with that. And it's all about the time, you know. It's all about the timing for Philippines. They just need to a little bit patient here. Oh, but Jotun comes with the contract all as well. But Imam is still able to survive with the Winter Truncheon pop-ups. So if there's no Winter Truncheon, I think Imam is gonna be the one who got shut down in the mid lane.
That was a solid try by Jotun. That was the Winter Truncheon used up.
It looks like a warning coming from Jotun.
But here it is. Jotun gonna be caught in that bottom lane. 2 members, both of the side laners from Philippines in that bottom lane. As Argentina look to trade it back with some pressure up in that top lane. As now they're gonna try to walk back into this evolved Lord. 22 minutes in. It does feel like both of these teams are just going to be dancing around the Lord, waiting for that opportunity to reveal itself.
Meanwhile, Philippines, they play very carefully. They have to check all of the bush here. They have to check where's Aaron is, and especially Jotun can just come very fast with the steel cable. So I think it's gonna be another dissection coming from Argentina. Meanwhile, Philippines, they are still looking for the opening of taking the fourth lord here.
Argentina are actually playing it really well so
Yeah.
far. They've been able to actually distract Philippines with just some members over toward that topside river and using that distraction to get some turrets on the board. You can see that Philippines, just the base turrets are left here. And this is an opportunity again for both teams to look for a team fight. But again, in this Lord dance, it is going to be a 50-50 if they commit to it. Jotun making his way back again towards that Lord. Look at a concealed play by Erwin as he looks for that flank. Oh, Soriano finds the petrify, but Soriano is able to dash out. That's going to be bomb targeted down. That's the immortality popped in. A Civ is going to be taken out as well. A 1-for-1 as the mid laner has been taken out the gold laner. Soriano free hitting his Papa Dog will lose his immortality next. Papa Dog will lose his life as well to the hands of Dapadop. It's a 2-for-1 trade for the Philippines, and now they're looking to punish.
I think they still need that Lord, or maybe not, because they are going into the mid lane right now, very, very confident. Meanwhile, Jotun tried so hard to take down this Dapadab with the steel cable that connect and also the cutthroat. I still want to buy some time. This Jotun.
Jotun's trying his hardest to clear out the
Oh
ways
my
to cut it out. Immortality gonna be popped there. Again, now with 3 members down, it's gonna be the Rough Waves in desperation. That's a beautiful winner, truncheon by Villaluna to bait it out. It's a 1v4 currently. Right now, it does seem like Philippines want to go for the end right now. Meteoro will not be able to defend the base all alone as a sole roamer. And it's Philippines who find the first game.
24 minutes game. We've seen a very, very slow